So I saw an article that was talking about how they are trying to create a law to where they can get consent for vaccines from children who are age 12. And I posted on my page, and I posted that, I thought that was ridiculous, but that my child was smart enough and educated enough at the age of 12 right now to definitely say no to the vaccines. And then I started doing a little more research into the Nuremberg trials and the Nazi experiments, which I have done extensive research in the past based on MK Ultra and Project Paperclip, because the Nazi scientists were brought here. But I wanted to do specific research on vaccines. So today I had been doing that quite a bit, and found a lot of very interesting information that I posted on my Facebook wall. Christy Angel TG Wilson is my my legal last name, and TG is my husband's last name. So I have that on my Facebook. So that's how you can find me to find these articles that I posted about the vaccines and how many of these vaccines that people are taking were based on horrific experiments that the Nazis were doing. And honestly, the science cannot be trusted. And when you actually understand how a virus gets into the body and how your body learns from that virus to create an immunity, and then you study vaccines, you realize that there's a problem. Your body uses the RNA inside of the virus in order to incorporate a little bit of it into your DNA, so that when it becomes attacked again by that virus, it knows the genetics inside the virus, so that even if the virus mutates the size, the shape, the protein capsule on the outside, it can still detect the virus and protect you from it. That's what immunity is. Now, a vaccine, you are injected directly into your bloodstream with millions or more of quote-unquote deactivated viruses. This means the RNA is taken out. But the protein capsule, the body of the virus, the phage, still is alive, and it's still active, and it still attacks all your white blood cells. Now, you would never in nature get viruses injected directly into your bloodstream by the millions, billions, who knows, maybe even trillions. So, the first thing that happens is your body releases a ridiculous amount of its white blood cells, and you end up losing about half of them. They die. Because never in nature is your body attacked in this way. Now, next, your body does not have the RNA inside those viruses to incorporate into your DNA, so that next time that you are infected, it can protect you to create that immunity. So there's no RNA in there. So all it can do is record the shape of the phage or the protein capsule that is around the RNA. Or I'm sorry, not around the RNA. There is no RNA in these because they're deactivated. That's what they call it before they put it into the vaccine. So all you have is the protein capsule. So it's kind of like a zombie virus in a sense. It has no genetic core. So really what it's doing is just attacking your body and keeping your body from being able to actually record it. So yes, it might be able to tell if another virus of that exact time frame gets into your body, but they morph pretty quickly and they change shape. And so ultimately you have to keep getting those flu vaccines and all that, and every time you do, your white blood cells are attacked. So, and yes, I was a pre-med student and a psychology major, double major at the University of Texas at Austin. I was on scholarship. I did have some family issues that prevented me from quitting, and it does have to do with the fact that my family was involved in MK Ultra and had psychopaths in my family. But I do not regret that, because I found out that the University of Texas at Austin is very heavily involved with MK Ultra, and most likely also filled with psychopaths. As many holistic doctors in the United States have found, it can be deadly to expose these types of things. So, I'm not in fear, but I'm definitely glad I did not continue paying tons of money in order to have the pharmaceutical companies who write the textbooks brainwash me when I was going to medical school to disprove the need for pharmaceutical medicine. Anyway, so I kind of saved myself a lot of money there and a lot of indoctrination, considering that they do... oh, goodness. Sorry that my phone went black there. Considering that they do make you take a year of psychological evaluation before you become a doctor. And if you've done any research into MK Ultra and Project Paperclip and the Nazi doctors coming over here, and how that has all progressed into satellites and electronic mind control, then you can see why going to psychiatrists, an approved psychiatrist for these evaluations for a year before you become a doctor, could end up in hypnosis. So, that being said, I was doing all of these studies today and posting all of this, and I just so happened to turn on our next episode of X-Files. My husband and I are watching it again. I think we watched them, 5, 6 years ago. And, we didn't remember all of them and stuff like that. I didn't remember this. And I happened to turn on this episode, X-Files Season 4, Episode 1. And it is all about vaccines. So, I'll just let it speak for itself.
With all due respect, Agent Scully, it looks like something from the Hubble telescope.
Actually, it's an image created by what's called a confocal microscope. You're looking at a three-dimensional picture of the location of a protein. In this case, cowpox structural protein number 6. It's one of the inoculants used in the smallpox vaccine.
Where'd it come from?
From me. I had a biopsy taken from the smallpox vaccination scar on my upper arm. Through a process called immunohistochemical staining and through the addition of an antibody for the cowpox virus 6, I was able to get this picture of the location of a protein. A single, non-random protein pattern.
I'm not a scientist, Agent Scully, and I don't know that many people in this room.
What I'm saying is that I think this protein is a tag. Some kind of genetic marker that was applied to me when I was inoculated against smallpox as a child.
Why you?
Not just me. All of us. Quite possibly anybody who's been inoculated over the past 50 years.
Agent Scully, frankly, this sounds like something we might have expected from Agent Mulder.
I had my doubts, and I'm still not certain. But I performed the same procedure on Agent Pendrell. The location of the protein from his biopsy should be identical to mine, but it's slightly different, which might correspond to the alphanumeric entries collected by the men at the Social Security Administration.
So what you're saying, Agent Scully, is we're being cataloged, tagged, and inventoried? By who?
I don't know, but it would have to be a government agency.
And to what purpose?
I don't know that either. And I think the only man who might be able to give us that information is Jeremiah Smith.